But I have to say this, a lot of people would probably hear this and say, that's crazy. Why would I do that? Why would I go out and risk something that sounds like, pure, I have a family, right? Why would I risk going in and possibly dying in there? And what if the storm was worried? What if you tripped? What if, all the what ifs that are there? Because again, we're used to comfort. We're used to, I go home in a safe place with an alarm, in a nice bed, with heating, with AC, with everything I need, with, TV on in the background to keep me, satisfied and put me to bed. Why do you think so many people object to this idea of doing something like you said, taking a week off? Because again, I get it. I know you get, but the majority, I would say, that would not at all entice them, and they would actually look at you strangely after telling the story.
Yeah, when most people hear 7-day fast in the mountains and not in a group but alone, they're like, "Whoa, that's really intense. What made you do that?" And obviously, it came from the higher realms. I knew that I was just meant to do it, so I showed up. I feel as global leaders, we're here to inspire and hold the torch for others to do the same. And as a leader of the new earth, as many thousands that walk the earth, as one of them, I know that I'm here to inspire others to have courage, right? If there's ever a time to practice courage, it's right now. Right now is the time to practice courage of going into this discomfort and breaking free from, oh my gosh, I can't live on a homestead. I can't live on 20, 30 acres because I need that convenience. I need to be able to order stuff on Amazon when I need it. I need someone to respond to that text from me right away. I need the instant gratification, right? We live in a society where we need instant. And if we don't get it instantly, it's like, it's not enough. When we, thousands of years ago, when we lived amongst the land in ancient civilizations in ancient Tibet and ancient India, right? They lived amongst each other, right? The 5-year-olds hung out with the 70-year-olds. The 30-year-olds hung out with the 90-year-olds. The 2-year-olds hung out with the 40-year-olds. Everyone was together.
Yeah.
And they evolved and they lived against the land. They lived against the elements. They gathered water, right? Everything was so much more primal and connected to the land. And they were in those healing frequencies of nature, right? They were constantly putting their hands in the soil. They were constantly grabbing wood when they were, gathering wood. There was this constant, everything that we do in our life, between you and I right now, we're having an energetic exchange, an exchange of energy. They were constantly exchanging energy with each other and nature and the land and the water, the fire, all of it. So that's what we've lost. We've lost that energetic exchange continuously with nature. And so when we take the time, and to everyone listening to this, it doesn't have to be 7 days. That's what I did. It can be 2 days. It can be 3 days or 4 days. It doesn't have to be that length. But even for men, and not just men, but women too. And, and this is just my own personal and professional opinion. I believe that because women have a womb, fasting is a bit different. I don't think fasting is for every woman. You have to tune into your own body to feel if that works for your specific body. But I just think men and women just need to go on these journeys and adventures and facilitated by someone. I wouldn't recommend going alone. I wouldn't recommend doing what I did. That's what I was guided to do. But I would recommend finding someone who facilitates this and just give yourself permission to be uncomfortable, knowing that, wow, going into this journey, I might be confronted with all my shit. And that's a gift to me. That's an act of radical self-love, to give myself this opportunity to actually be an alchemist, to alchemize all this pain and this suffering. Because when we take the time for our family, we often think, oh man, that it's selfish if I take time away from my children. It's selfish if I leave my wife. That's actually probably one of the most selfless things you can do, taking this time away from our family and actually heal. Because when we hug our 3-year-old son, or when we hug our 5-year-old daughter, and we come back from a journey like that, no words need to be exchanged. Your 5-year-old daughter, she feels you. She feels every ounce of this new person that you're emanating, this liberation that you've just cultivated within. And she is healed because of your willingness, because of your courage to go into your own shadow and be free.
Yeah.
And be free in your soul and spirit. Like, what a gift you could give to yourself and to your family and to humanity.
Yeah. Two things come up for me when you're talking and saying these things is, number one, you said, constantly that you're guided, right? That you had this, and that's intuition, really. That's a heart-centered state. That is that energy exchange speaking with you on a deeper spiritual level.